think of doing your favorite thing in the world with your best friends in the world. And that's how it feels.
I just feel kind of like I have a need to make it, like a duty almost.
You know, there's a lot of talent that people know out of this town.
We just want to play shows and let as many people hear our music as possible, and Kansas City's been great about that for us, you know, and it's our hometown.
It's incredible. It's amazing. It's you can't describe it.
Yeah, it's
You're
like,
in the moment, and it's.
I think music just kind of helps me relax.
I think there's like, expansion potential.
Music is liberating and freeing. Music is something that I use as kind of a therapy, something I use to get me through certain issues, to express certain feelings.
My first memories listening to music were listening to the Beach Boys with my mom, driving around town doing whatever it is we did when I was like 5. I guess my mom probably influenced most of my music listening, and we listened to like Beatles, Beach Boys, and then probably some like weird Christian mom music.
A lot of the bands I've just listened to over the years.
Yeah, we like Minor Threat. Minor Threat's really good. Bad Brains, Black
Little
Flag,
Biscuits.
Little Biscuits.
Yeah.
Like all the early '80s hardcore is pretty important.
Very important.
A friend of mine showed me, at the time I didn't like music at all, and so I kept telling people that, and one day like a friend of mine said, like, you've got to like music, you got to find something that's really good. And so he went and like sent me link after link after link, and eventually showed me Modest Mouse, and I really got into Modest Mouse.
I think music can make me feel a lot of different ways. You know, I mean, that's kind of the beauty of music, is you have that ability to connect and kind of a unique experience of sound.
It makes me feel pissed off sometimes. That's pretty cool.
It makes me feel sad sometimes. It makes me feel pretty much like the whole range of emotions there is.
Performing is always fun because it gives me an opportunity to kind of create things on the spot, to do things that are different from what I've done when I recorded. So performing is always really kind of an explosive opportunity to share stuff with people.
When I'm performing, one of the things that's strange is because a lot of these songs are very personal to me. I know they're personal to the other guys too, but it's like this weird thing where you're kind of giving a lot of yourself to a lot of people that you don't know, and that's scary. So first you feel nervous, but then it's also exciting because you get to give that. You know, you're not going to get it back, which is kind of also can be a little bit scary, but that, I don't know, there's something really special about it too, that vulnerability that helps you grow as a person, and hopefully you can be able to create an experience for someone else that helps them to grow as well, or, you know, they feel like somebody's on their side, or they feel like somebody knows what they're going through. And if you can do that, it feels really good. You know, you feel like you're doing what you're supposed to.
Like the craziest memory I ever have, I was in a band called Elo House for a while, and we like played at this dive bar in Miriam, Kansas called Aftershock, and it's like just the terrible, like kind of meth-addled biker bar kind of place. And I was like 15, and the set went terribly, and our last song was like this insane noise jam, and mid-song, like I don't even know how this happened, because I was completely sober. I just blacked out and started throwing people's instruments like across the stage, and like the next day people were like, "Why did you throw their instruments?" And I was like, "I didn't throw anybody's instruments." And they were like, "Yeah, you did." And I was like, "Oh, sorry, didn't mean to throw your instrument." So
last like 5 years or whatever, it's just been purely about us being friends that have known each other for years, getting together once a week or so, and just kind of enjoying time with each other in a way to just make our friendships a priority.
She's still the best I've seen.
I guess my hope for my career is to continue to do music as well as I possibly can, get it to as many people as I can, and hopefully change and affect somebody's life with it.
Baby, I'm dreaming.
You want to play a bunch of shows in like basements?
Yeah,
Get known.
basements are cool.
Yeah.
Do a basement tour.
Fame is more important than fortune for us. That's for sure.
I want to do this.
Well, no, that would be lame. I don't want to be like a sellout or anything. I want to be like.
Well, let the record state that Jack Marsh is a sellout.
Oh.
A lot of things that I enjoy about my life, like I'm married, you know, I have a dog I can hang out with, like my friends, I love the job I have. A lot of those things would probably not be available to me if I was a musician on the road 300 days a year.
I think it'll be kind of like Portland. I think that, or Austin. I think that it's a place that will gain a name for itself. Maybe more like Seattle. Seattle has like made a name for itself, but nobody wants to go there anyway. Like, it's still just Seattle. You know?
To some extent, I mean, it's not as big a community as, say, a New York City or Los Angeles, but I mean, there are a lot of artists here who get a lot of nationwide and international recognition. Artists like Tech Nine and Matt Legal, and you know, a number of rock bands that are known across the country and have record deals. So,
But it's also kind of nice to be able to just play music for music's sake and not worry about networking all the time.
Let me go home. Home is wherever I'm with you. Oh, let me go home. Home is wherever I'm with you.
Yeah, it's never gonna be as big as New York or Los Angeles or whatever, but like you kind of have to expect that when you're in the middle of the country. So it's good for what it is. Like you won't get another good scene until you hit like Chicago or St. Louis, I guess.
I think it has the potential to not be ignored. I think there's like, you know, expansion potential, and I think that the DIY scene here is pretty impressive compared to a lot of other like places in the Midwest.
I'm proud to be in a band and be hosted and based out of Kansas City. I don't think I would have it any other way. Maybe that's because I'm here and live here, but I'm proud to be in a Kansas City band.
Kansas City can be a little forgiving too. So one of the things that's kind of fun is you can play shows here and you can have a great time doing it. Now, are you more likely to become famous from Kansas City, in music? Probably not. But I'm not sure, for us that's not really what we're about anyways. So we just want to play shows.
It's a very vibrant scene, in terms of hip hop. but also in terms of jazz and R&B and reggae and all different kinds of genres. There's a lot of really great talent in Kansas City.
I think we need to really start moving beyond where we are. I think we need to start a social revolution. Yeah, I think we're right on the edge there, where it's about to be actually something.